Mhm.
I'm going to go back to the pinning. So whenever you right click, you're going to see a message over here. You can send a message, unpin or pin, disable. You could actually make an high definition video call right from here to your teammate. Really anything that you want to do. So it's pretty self-explanatory. If I want to send the private chat to you, I'm just going to send the message to Irene. That we're going to be doing is the email. Once you get hold of your email, you can set up emails here for you and your team members. I would suggest knowledge is the new form of money. Okay,
Mhm.
knowledge is the new form of money. So I advise Lily and Magda and Irene, learn this 100% if you can. It's just a means of communication. Like in just one of our funnels, the Medicare funnel, just one of them, we can see this working at the tune of about $1 million every month. See? So when I tell you knowledge is the new money, if you don't learn it, you can still make money. But if you want to be great at what you do, you just got to learn. You want to count your time in for whatever reason, you can. Irene, your team will probably be asked to clock in and clock out. Okay.
Mhm.
So, so that we can track some of the things that we're going to be doing and growing with. The feed, obviously, it's the company pulse. You know, how many people are plugged in? How many messages are going back and forth? As I can see, it's a slow morning today, 199 messages. For the last 30 days, we sent back and forth 126,000 communications, right, between our teams. For the year, for the last 5 months, we've done 1.6 million interactions within our team. You want to say something for everyone, then you would come over here and you to the same feed and you can message or create a task for everybody and you can decide whether you do it for all employees or one employee. So let's say that I wanted to welcome, I'm not going to do it right now, but I wanted to everybody to help me welcome Irene. Well, I would put over here to all employees and I would say something like, please help me welcome Maggie and Lily and Irene, right? So we keep track of dates of birth. Your profile should be completely filled out once you know your position. Yeah, everything should be bilingual. Tell us about yourself. Tell us what you like. And then we can send appreciations, money, presents, gifts, and we do it in special occasions. So we really do use our platform. If you look at mine, you can go to your profile right here and immediately download the app in Android or Apple, whatever you like. You can measure your own stress. I mean, you can find me in LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. You can find me. You can see what about me. My personal and mission statement. So I put a little bit about me. This is fun as you learn it, not just because you learn it, but because it'll help you interact with your customers. Example, once you build a contact, I can go to any contact. And if the contact if you call the contact from within our software, it's going to record the call. You always have to put in the plus one on every contact. If you don't have a plus one, none of the software works. But let's say that I wanted to send this guy, Lopez Mauricio, a text. I can just go over here and send them a text. And I can send him a regular hello text. I can do that. Or I can get really interactive and say, let me send you on what we call, the ability to sell over text. We could just click SMS, enable sales, and we can send that that contact. We can send him whatever we decide within our forms that we created, right? We created special forms, but we can say, hey, let me send you our CRM form. This is gonna tell you who we are, our contacts, our business card, you know, and this is what they would get on a text. So it's easy for them to communicate back with us. Does that make sense? So not only do you have the interaction, and I know that everyone here can use the phone. I know everybody can use the phone because that's what we do. But what if we got a system that cuts your phone use by 20% or 30%? Or 90%, like some people that are now selling via chat only, you know? So think about that. The possibility of learning our system, which is the first 20, second 20, and third 20. Let me show you because you already know what it is. I just called it different. You got a fronter, appointment setter, and a closer. I translated this into 2020. The relationship that we have with the customers. You need a fronter. You need somebody to say, hello, how are you? Hear me out. And then finally, are you interested? Second, you would move that to a second stage and you do it in one call or two calls or three calls or 20 calls. It doesn't matter. And you can do it within the hour, within the week, the month, the year, but you need to touch the customer at least 1 hour. So the 20 equals minutes equals front plus appointment setter plus closer. So it equals when we're talking about these things. So initially you will do the first 20 and then
Mm-hmm.
Liliana and Miguel or Maggie will handle the closer and the appointment setting. This too will be handled by Miguel and Lily to begin with. I'm going to bring my leads that we got yesterday. So it would be wise, again, to say, this is Jose and Betty Alanis. They bought a house for 230,000. They are in Bayer County in Bourne, Texas. We don't have a lender, but sometimes we have the bank here. We got the zip code. And now we mailed this letter to the customer, which then the customer returns to us signed on his own letter. But I like to say something like, hello, is this Jose or Betty, right? Yes, perfect. This is Mo Flores with the Ensurity Group. Jose, and I keep mentioning Jose. So there's a few things that we're going to be doing. This has to be part of your vocabulary. I'm going to tell you why. You write it down, put it on a sticky note in front of you, and I'm going to tell you why this will be one of the best tools that you will use as a phone technique. If 98% of the time you already know that they're going to answer no, why don't you let them tell you? Why don't you look for that perfect question that will incite a big no, but that means yes. And that alone
Mm-hmm.
will move your closing ratio from an average of 5 to 10% right now to like 14 to 20%. It doesn't matter whether I'm better than you. What matters is that you're more consistent than me to be better than me. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Okay,
understood.
perfect. So you don't have to be good. You just got to be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Everybody does. 99% of the people love surprises because when we think of a surprise, we think of a birthday party. We think that we got the lottery. Surprise, you won the lottery. Surprise, right? Surprise, you're getting a free trip. Surprise, you got a new car. But What about when you get a call from your teenager son and says, "Dad, I just wrecked your brand new $100,000 car." Surprise! How do you feel?
Oops, worry.
Yeah, shit. Right? How do you feel, right? And that's a surprise too. That is a surprise. So people really like, so here's the big secret. People love surprises, but only the ones that they know about. This is where this big sentence comes in, and then that is what is going to happen next. So you want to know what's going to happen next at every step of the way. But this is the real secret. Whenever we call Jose, I'm going to say, "Hey, Jose, this is Modesto or Mo Flores from Ensurity Group, and I'm calling about the letter." So you got to paint. Most people also think in pictures. Most people think in pictures. So, and when we're making that call, we fail to paint a picture, so there's no connection. And then you forget to paint a picture, and you forgot to tell them what's going to happen next. And then what are you giving the customer? Surprise, I'm your unwanted call of the day.
Yeah.
So you're giving them a bad surprise. And then we go, damn, that list is hard. Damn, that lead is bad. Damn, my manager sucks. Damn. So it's like, but you forget that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing initially. So I'm gonna say, "Hey, Jose," or Betty, whoever answers the phone. I'm gonna go, "Hey, Jose, this is Mo Flores with Ensurity Group, and I'm calling you because we mailed you a letter. We mailed you a letter. It would have been pink or green, pastel color. So we mail Ensurity Group. We mailed you. I'm calling you about the letter that we mailed you, that you mail back to us about your mortgage protection for $230,000 that you bought your new house on Satterfield Circle in Bourne, Texas. Remember that?" So, am I painting a picture for that guy?
Yeah.
I'm painting the full picture. I'm telling them, "Listen, I am Mo Flores. I put that letter in the mail that you received. It was pink or green. We put that in the mail. So now at least I know that he already, if he heard me, because this is usually a two-way part. The first 5 seconds, they're not going to listen to you because nobody does. That's why it kind of takes me a little bit to get started on the conference calls to engage you, because I know the first 5 minutes you're just getting adjusted. So I'm painting a picture. If I did a good job, then at least I made them saw pink or green. And then usually the call goes like this. What? Who? Huh? Excuse me, I didn't hear you. Or they say something because the first thing you said, they will not listen to. So you have to know that you got to repeat the same scenario 2 times, because the first time is going to be, "Jose, this is Mo Flores with Ensurity Group. I'm calling you about a letter that we mailed you about your mortgage protection for $230,000 in Setterfield Circle in Bourne, Texas. It was a pink or green pastel letter that you signed and mailed back to us." And then he's gonna go, "What? Sorry, I was talking to my dog. I'll come again. All right, Jose, this is Mo Flores." And then I'm gonna repeat it again, because we already know that that is a true fact. And then agents, insurance agents, or virtual agents, what they want to do is they want to railroad the call. And when I say railroad, I'm talking about a train right? Going 100 miles an hour without stopping. You just want to get through the script and go, hey, Jose, this is Mo Flores with Ensurity Group. How are you today? Perfect. Yes, I'm calling you about the letter that you sent me, that we mailed you, that, and I want to give you a new quote. What do you think? So you want to get through the call as fast as you can, like a runaway train, instead of taking your time and asking twice, like the carpenters. They say, measure twice, cut once. Instead of you measuring twice and telling the customer twice, you want to just get through it. So now you know. Okay, perfect. We paint the picture, and if the person is receptive, then we are gonna take the rebuttals out of the question, out of the rebuttal scene, because now we said we got two tools: what's going to happen next, and go for no. We have these two tools, and we're gonna go, what is a question that we can ask a customer that they have to answer no, but it means yes? But one of the questions is, okay, remember that letter, Jose? Yes. Well, I know it's been 3 to 9 months ago, and you probably already have mortgage protection. Oh, yeah, we already got it. Thank you. Wait a minute. So I'm not calling to sell you anything. I'm just, how would it affect you? So I just want to ask you a question, Jose. If you give me just 5 seconds, how would it affect you to get the same coverage or better for less than what you're paying now? How would that affect you? Okay, but the customer, usually when you're talking about mortgage, he's already thinking, well, no, it wouldn't affect me. No, it wouldn't affect me. It would benefit to pay less and get more benefits. Will it harm your financial ability to pay? So, you got to you're talking to a homeowner, you got to talk financial, you got to talk money, you got to talk savings, you got to use all these words. And people forget to include those on their scripts. Why? Because they think that virtual agents are like robots and that they're just going to follow that. For me, for my company, what's worked for us is that no two scripts are the same. So I can send you 500 different scripts, but I think it is you that's got to be consistent. It is you that's got to use keywords, confirm, finances, money, savings. All these combined will trigger a big picture in the people's mind. When Jose or Betty tells me, how would it affect you? Well, no, it wouldn't affect me. Or it would affect me in a positive way. Then you got them. You got them. Then you have to be smart to say, perfect. Then you can cut the script if you want and say, well, I'm going to send you, here's what's going to happen next, Jose. I'm going to put an email together. I'm going to include a brochure, and I'm going to include a quote that will include the benefits, disability, unemployment, critical illness, and in the worst case scenario, untimely, because it is always untimely. So I switch my order of the call of the benefits, and I always start with, I'm going to send you, or I try to put it somewhere in my script depending on how the call is going. So I'm going to say again, I'm going to say something like, Jose, this is Mo Flores with Ensurity Group. I'm going to paint it. We're calling about the mortgage protection that you got with X Bank at Setterfield Circle in Bourne, Texas, about 3 to 9 months ago. Remember that? If not, if he still doesn't remember, then you go, it's about the letter that would take care of your 230,000 mortgage in the event of disability, unemployment, critical illness, and worst case scenario, untimely death. Oh, if you needed also return a premium, they would return 100% of your money, premiums paid at the end of the term. You remember that? Yes, it was a pink or green letter. And then you signed it and mailed it back to us. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? So, keep, do you remember that? Yes, I remember that. So, and I know that you already probably got it, Jose. Yes, I already got coverage. Well, that's the best thing you could have done. That is the best thing you could have done. And I'm not calling you to sell you any policies. The only reason we're calling you is to see how it would affect you, how it would affect your financials. If you were to get a greater product, better product, so I use greater than to signify better, a better product, lower price, how would it affect your financial situation right now if we give you better product, lower the money? We just want to know that. Well, no, it wouldn't affect me. Okay, perfect. So here's what's going to happen next. Here's what's going to happen next. Can you confirm your email or WhatsApp? Yeah, we're going to send you an email or a WhatsApp, whichever one you prefer. And we're going to send you a brochure and we're going to send you a personalized quote to make sure that you review it. And that's what's going to happen next. If you can do me that favor, Jose, and you can review it. I can follow up with you later today because I'm going to send it here in the next 5 minutes. Later today, I just want to give you a call and say, what did you think about it? Do you have any questions? So either me or my manager is going to give you a call. Is this afternoon better or tomorrow? So now you're pushing that first 20 to that second 20. So you're trying to be 20 minutes accurate, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. Painting a picture, that's 20 minutes. So I know this is a statistical fact that the fronter, the virtual, the fronter, the appointment setter, and the closer, if you get to 60 minutes of relationship, that's how long it takes to build a relationship over the phone. It doesn't matter who you are, that if they interact with their client for about an hour average, they already know that they got an 86% chance of closing that sale. How would you like to have an 86% of closing that sale every time, all the time? Man, that is almost 9 out of 10 times you're going to go and make that close. So I'm going to Google 3520. And I'm doing this as we are talking to the customer. We're doing this as we're talking to the customer. This is Jose Alanis more than likely. This is who we're talking to. Would you like to know with a great certainty who you're talking to, where they live and how they live? And then engage into that you're Jose Alanis, and I'm going, hey, Jose, well, perfect. So here's what's going to happen next. I'm going to send you a WhatsApp. Do you prefer WhatsApp or email? I'm going to send you a quote. And then later this afternoon or later, whatever time you tell me, I'm going to call you back and see if you got any questions and see what you think about it. Paying a lower price and getting more benefits. But actually, so let me get that ready for you, either my manager or myself. We're going to give you a call. So we got a local people in San Antonio. And by the way, Jose, I know that you just got a brand new house. What are you going to do next with it? Because I know that in that neighborhood, they got new grass and all the trees are new and the shrubs. Are you guys going to do anything different like all the other people out there in your area? Because I know that you probably got a big space over there in the backyard. We're familiar with that area. And I know that you have a lot of grounds. Are you going to do anything in the background? Do you have any kids? You have any kids, dogs, cats, mothers, fathers-in-laws? You got three garage. You must have three cars. What do you drive? And I'm sorry I'm asking a lot of these questions, but I really want to get to know you as a from a company to you because this is how we can serve you better. Because what if we could find a better price on insurance so you save money? If you're going to pay us $20 a month on life insurance, and we could save you that in your home insurance every month. So one of them is free. We got to use what we've learned, but now we got to use it to our advantage. So we painted a picture. This is the most important thing. We're going for no. We said what's going to happen next because the first thing or the first order, if he answers that second call, you're 50% to the sale because the third 20 is 86%. So the second part, you got to go, hey, Jose, thank you for taking the call. And I'm going to expand. Here's how I would take care of that call. I would say, Jose, this is Mo Flores calling you back. I know that Irene, she talked to you yesterday or this morning. Is that correct? Yeah. Nice lady, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you know she's in the Philippines? Oh, wow. No, I didn't know. Yeah, most of the big companies like T-Mobile and Amazon and insurance agencies, we got help that comes from abroad and usually in the Philippines where the 80% of the people work in the BPO industry. And well, everybody goes for the best, and so do we. We hire a team of people out there in the Philippines that specialize, and we bring them into our virtual office, and that's how we do things. And then they're going to go, oh wow! But you can look us up in Google. Have you been to our Google page, Ensurity Group? Have you Googled Ensurity Group and see that we have 150 positive 5.0 reviews, 5 stars? Do you know that we've been in the business for 22 years? Do you know that we touch 50 states and with the Philippines and other countries being helping us for customer service and quoting and some of the other IT problems that we have, that now we are a global company out of Dallas, Texas. So I just gave you 10 minutes of your conversation because I know we're a B2C company, right? And some people say we're a B2B company, right? I really don't believe in that anymore. I used to, but I don't think that applies anymore. I think right now we're H2H because with the pandemic, why is everybody going crazy? Because they want to see people, they want to be around people, they want to talk to people. They're tired of watching their screen and using their phone, and they're going nuts, and suicide rate has been up, right? that
Yeah.
that tells me that human to human is more important than B2C. Does that make sense? So we are an age to age company. We're not B2C or B2B. That's old style. That's old style. That's when the business had control of the people. That was then. We don't have control of the people. We got Google, we got Facebook, we got Amazon, Alibaba. We got options, people. So we got options. We need to be human to human interaction. And the second 20, my first 5, 10 minutes, I didn't talk about the quote. I didn't want to go. I'm on the second date. I'm on the second date with the customer. Let's dance, right? And that's what I'm doing with the customer. Let's dance. We had lunch yesterday or with Irene. Now you're having dinner with me. And this is about our company. We've been in the business for 22 years. We do what's best. Our motto is, what's our motto? Do good, be good, make good, always. Do good, be good, make good. That's our motto. Go look us up on Facebook. Go look at our reviews. Google. We own Ensurity Group, my Medicare program. We're T-Mobile partners for 17 years. I mean, we have a full department of property and casualty that helps with your. Let me ask you, Jose. I'm gonna go back to Jose. So now he knows that we're an H2H company. Let me give you my personal number, Jose, or my personal office number, and you can text, call, email 24/7, 365. Because we're on the internet, we're open every day, literally, even on holidays. So on Christmas or New Year's Day at 12 midnight, call us. We'll answer. We'll have somebody. We're on. We're here for you. We're human to human. That's the difference. We're H2H. Does anybody know the description of insanity by Jim Rohn, right? Or somebody said it. I don't know if it
Yes.
Einstein,
somebody, right? Is doing something
over and over,
over and over, expecting a different result.
different result. Yeah.
Oh my God. So, Irene, me and you were insane for a long time until we became H2H. H2H 2020. This is the new rule. Knowledge is the new form of money. So until we saw that new light, we were insane. And people call me crazy, and I say, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Crazy is good, but a few years back, I was insane. Imagine that. Okay, perfect. So this is why we need to think different and act different to have a different result. So this is you need to be different than what you're doing right now, because what you're doing right now, if you're doing the same and teaching the agents the same, your growth, instead of having a curve like this on your business, your curve is like, okay, I start the business and then here I am. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This is the same. This is when you do the same. This is when you innovate, when you extrapolate, when you take risk. Whenever you work with somebody like us, then this is what happens. If you are the right person, we give you all the tools, but you make them do. We give you all the tools. We give you the platform, the dialing, the text, the email, the database, the leads, the script, the training, the company, the E&O, the health, the life, the Medicare, the home, auto, T-Mobile, intelligence, everything. Now you got to do something with it. Come on. When I did this, I did it because every agent in the galaxy they complain about the leads, about the car, about the wife, about the phone, about the payment, about the commissions, about the platform, about the email, about the SMS. They complain about everything. And I said, God damn, what else is there? Jesus Christ, I can't believe it. And then, so when I saw that at the level of 10,000 agents, I started saying something like, okay, so they complain about the leads, I'm going to make a better lead. They complain about the call, I'm going to make a better call. They complain about the CRM, I'm going to make a better CRM. They complain about the phone dialer, I'm going to make a better phone dialer. They complain about not having enough product, I'm going to get all the product. They complain about no training, I'm going to have more training. They complain about everything that they complained about. I built the system around that. This is the leads, right? Some come on a computer. The customer goes online and fills it out online, but they got 726, 1951, 1953. So there's a few opportunities. So I know we're talking about mortgage protection. Mortgage protection in the event of disability, unemployment, critical illness, untimely death. But what if they don't want this? I said, well, no, I understand that. I understand that you don't want to save money and get a better product. That's okay. It's okay. Some people make their own choices, and I'm good with that, Jose. But is there any way, any possibility that you allow me to go to work for you for free? So ask them a question that they're not used to receiving. If Lily was my customer, I would say something like, "Hey, Lily, could you do me a favor then? I just started this job about 30 days ago, and I hope I did good service for you explaining what we do. But if I did bad, would you leave us a review on Facebook and just let us know and we'll handle it. Whatever we did wrong, we'll like to handle this. Go leave us a comment over there and out of your own heart, just not a bad one, just a true one, right? If I did a bad job, just tell us so that we can build more training. But if you allow me, Lily, could I go to work for you for free?" And Lily would say, "How's that?" Or, yeah, well, I know that you also have a home and a car and health insurance. Just for my sake, Lily, just for my sake, could I put, and without me asking you a lot more, no more questions, no nothing, because we got all your information, would you allow me just to work on your home quote or auto quote or health insurance quote? I know you're not going to buy it. That's okay. But my company's running a contest and we gotta do 100 quotes, just quotes. I know you're not gonna buy, and I just wanna make sure that I can email you a quote, even if you never open the email. But I'm gonna do my best with me and my boss to put the best quote, the best quality quote at a much better price. And if you open it, great. But if not, I get credit for sending you that WhatsApp or that email because my company tracks it. Can I do that? Do I have your permission? And that's about a conversation piece that you could have with that customer. Because if you open up with that customer will open up with you. This is about the second 20, a better lead. And then what do we have? We got mortgage protection. So if we got Medicare, so anybody before 1957 and back, 1956, 1955, 1950, everything behind this, perfect for Medicare. And you don't have to know Medicare, but you do need to know how to make the offer. And you say, "Well, I understand, and I know that you were born in 1951, and you probably have your Medicare already, right? Yeah, perfect. Well, if you don't mind, would you allow me to send you a little bit of information? I don't specialize on the Medicare. We got a department that does, but can they email you a little information about our Medicare Advantage, $0 with United Healthcare? No or yes. And then now you got them. You got another conversation piece. And then they got a home. And then they got cars. And then you're probably calling them on their cell phone. And then we got T-Mobile cell phone. And what if you don't get the mortgage protection, but you got something along the way? You got health, or if they got a business that you can offer business intelligence, like our CRM for free, like I just offer for you. Just creating a relationship, a long-term relationship, will bring dollars into the future. And if you build it for the next 4 to 5 years, you'll have retirement money. You'll never have to look for another lead. That's really how you take care of one of these leads. This is how you take care of one of these leads. You got to read it. You don't overlook at it, because what you want to be able to call, and if they pick up, you want to be able to analyze it really quick. Like over here, you're talking to somebody that's got a $401,000 mortgage. They're going to be paying $3,500 a month on mortgage. So you have to elevate your language.
Wow.
I gave you a lot of tools, but going back to the CRM, you can actually set up your Gmail or whatever to here. But I would recommend that one of the things professionally, if you're representing an agency or a company, one of the things that people don't understand is that you gotta wear the same flag. You got any? And then if you guys have any questions, you go over here to the question mark, and then you can find answers about. You got a question about email? There you go. 56 articles. You got the video.
Mhm.
You got the video, the picture, everything. And if that's not enough, then we have a knowledge base, everything you need to know, todo lo que necesitas saber, English and Spanish. If you want to build a site, you can have your own site templates, and you can say, well, it's going to be Black Friday. I'm going to have a promotion for Black Friday, and you can just theme your Black Friday for black, and you can just create. And people will, you can put here Irene, you can promote on Facebook, you can promote everywhere. And this is like Irene, or this is like Liliana.com. This is not like Ensurity Group dot something something. No, this is your domain. Lastly, we have a Zoom integration here. You could use Zoom for free over here, or you could just video conference here in the software for free. You can conference, record, and do whatever you need here for free, 100%. I mean, we got, you could change your theme, you know. I'm gonna change it right now for you guys. I'm gonna look for a nice one. So, and then you can put it in actually, you could put it in English, you could put it in Tagalog, you could put it in whatever language you want. You can put it in whatever language you want. And then you can use the phone. You can pick the phone that you can use. You could use text. You could use, we have our T-Mobiles connected here. So I can make calls. You can transfer calls. You can do calls. You could just it's a full VR system. You're gonna live on the CRM part of the system right here. You're gonna live on leads. I can open this lead and I can change, and I can put it to Irene. So now this lead is assigned to you. So we created a lead. Now we're gonna create a deal. This is like positive. So we did the first 20, and then now we're going to create the deal. And now it's a lead on the background, and it's a deal. Now this is where the
Ahí se va
first
directamente al...
20,
Exacto.
second 20, third 20 come in here. So I talk to the customer. I will send the quote via email. And you can tell Irene, you can tag Lily and say, hey, Lily, I talked to the customer. We'll send SMS, or you can email, and you can send an email from your email. And always on the subject line, put customer's name first. Always
Yeah.
put the customer's name on the subject, because this will also activate our artificial intelligence. It'll do something with those emails, and later on, it'll send you deals. If you're with us long enough, all of a sudden, you're going to get an email saying, hey, this customer needs a call. Call them. And now you got a free lead. You put the customer name, and then what is this about?
Okay.
So what is the email about? You can put mortgage protection quote, or health quote, or better price, more benefits, something that says, let me open it. So whenever I sent that, this already confirmed that it showed in her screen. So Irene, whenever you send, or and Maggie, whenever you send a message for a customer, it's already here. It already told
Hmm.
you it got delivered. It's the other big part of this is that we have a drive like Google Drive. Okay, in this login, this is this is what we're going to be working with. I need you to click on order supply, like I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to do. Click on the state of Texas where we are.
Mm-hmm.
Download Home Protector Golden Solutions. If you want to learn more, I would advise that you learn more, but you do it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you what the most used products, but right now I'm interested in two. The mortgage protection, the home protector brochure. That's mortgage protection. Home protector. It's called the Golden Solutions. Check it out. I can just drag and drop, or I can just select from my computer. It opens in our Google documents or
Mm-hmm.
Beatrix documents, which we can edit. We could do a lot of different things. But now you can read about that product. YouTube. And then if you go to playlists and then American Amicable or Occidental, same company. Learning to navigate Occidental, the website that I just sent you, 8 minutes. Occidental basic training, 54 minutes. Downloading forms, what I just showed you, 1 minute. But look at what we have, Home Protector. And it says the application, well, you really want to learn the application because then you know a lot more about the product, who qualifies, who doesn't, why we do it, how we do it, when we do it. So we got a product overview. So we got 11 minutes, Golden Solutions, 8 minutes. This is all American Amicable or Occidental because the way we do it. So we don't need a lot of people. We need good people that just do it.